everyone and Namaste. I hope you are doing really great. In my last video, I shared with you the incredible benefits of Reiki and how it helps to unblock all our chakras. Today I am going to share with you what are these different chakras and how the chakra imbalances impact our lives. But before I do that, I need to tell you that there was no mention of chakras in the traditional Usui Reiki, also known as Jikiden Reiki. The concept of chakras was first referred to in the Indian Upanishads and Vedas dating back to 1400 BC and 1000 BC, which was much earlier than Usui Reiki. It was only later on, when Reiki started spreading towards the west, that the concept of chakras was merged with Reiki and we got what we know as the modern day Reiki, the Western Usui Reiki. But it is absolutely fine to take this concept because it simplifies the understanding of how the energy flows in our body and how it impacts our lives in different ways, because we are all a part of the universal life force. So the word chakra comes from Sanskrit, where it means wheel or a disc. So chakras are whirling pools of energy located in what we refer to as our energy body or the subtle body. So within our physical body there exists a double body where we have an exact replicate of our physical body corresponding to our limbs, our forehead, our face and everything. And along the spinal cord of that energy body we have these energy chakras, the vortexes of energy. So in order to understand this concept better, let us draw an analogy between a prism and our body. As the universal energy or the cosmic energy streams down from the universe into our head through our crown chakra, our body acts like a prism and splits it into different colors of frequencies. And these different frequencies or channels are what we refer to as the chakras. Each chakra is associated with a body organ and an endocrine gland, and each of these has a definite function in our body. So there are several different chakras. Different schools of thought propound different numbers of chakras, but broadly we have 7 main chakras that we study in Reiki. So let us take up each of these chakras one by one. So the first chakra is the root chakra. It's just like the roots of a tree. The root chakra is also known as a Mooladhara chakra because it's a basic chakra. And just like the roots of a tree, if they grow deeply into the ground, if the roots are strong, the tree grows well upwards too. Similarly, when your roots are strong, when your root chakra is strong, you progress materially. So root chakra is the slowest and the densest of them all. It is located at the base of your spine, that is at the tailbone. It is red in color and it governs your sense of security, connection to the Mother Earth and your groundedness. When this chakra is imbalanced or blocked, then you experience different problems related to bones, legs, your knee pain, arthritis, ankles, sciatica, constipation, eating disorders. All of these are a manifestation of an imbalance in your root chakra. So if you have insecurity, anxiety or fear related to the financial issues, then again you need to strengthen your root chakra. Because root chakra governs your material needs, and if you have any problems procuring your food, warmth and shelter, then you need to heal and nourish your root chakra. Next comes the sacral chakra. It is called sacral because of its position adjoining the sacrum bone. Sacrum comes from the word sacred, and that's because it houses the female reproductive organs, the ovaries and the uterus, which are regarded as the sacred organs of procreation. This chakra is yellow in color and it determines the water element in your body. When this chakra is balanced, you are creative, dynamic and passionate towards life. You enjoy your life. It governs your relationship and how you connect with others. So when this chakra is imbalanced or blocked, then you face different physical and emotional symptoms. At the physical level, if you face problems related to your urinary tract or reproductive health issues or your kidneys, or if you have problem conceiving, infertility, miscarriages, hip problems, pelvic issues, all of these are related to your sacral chakra. At the emotional level, when your sacral chakra is imbalanced or blocked, you have problems committing in relationships. You may be having feelings but you're not able to express them, or you're not able to commit in relationships. So you need to really work on your sacral chakra if you have any problem of that kind. Next comes the solar plexus chakra. This is the fire element in your body. It is yellow in color, and just like the sun, it represents the warmth and the heat in your body. This governs your digestion. So it includes all your digestive organs, your stomach, liver, pancreas, gallbladder. And if you have any issues in any of these organs, then you need to work upon your solar plexus chakra. At the emotional level, the solar plexus is the seat of your psychic receptiveness and development. It is the center of your self-esteem, your anger, strength, and your ego. So if you really want to develop your leadership qualities, you need to take care of your solar plexus chakra. If your solar chakra is imbalanced or blocked, then you become your own critic. You are a relentless critic of yourself, and you have a constant fear of rejection. But it is important to have a well-balanced solar plexus chakra in order to have the right amount of ego, because that's how we attain different things in the world. So it is important to really have it in balance. I guess that's enough for today, and I'll take up the rest of the chakras in my next video tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and tap that bell icon. I'll see you soon in my next video. Until then, take care and goodbye.